Hey everyone, this is Kyle Villers from Fort Collins, Colorado, and we have a two-part series here on the 10 simple steps to starting a successful home-based business. This will be steps 1 through 5, and then make sure you check out the next video for steps 6 through 10. Believe me, you won't want to miss a thing. Hi, this is Kyle Villers with Affordable Marketing Solutions here in Fort Collins, Colorado, and today we're going to talk about the 10 simple steps that you can take to start your own successful home-based business. And let me be the first one to say congratulations. You've made a decision that's going to change your life. Maybe you want to become your own boss. Maybe you just want to make a change in your life. Maybe you want to replace the current income that you have so down the road you can have more freedom and more time. And hopefully you're starting your own home-based business so you can help others. These are 10 simple steps that we're going to go through. And the step 1, the first thing that I recommend you do when you start your own home-based business is going to be getting your mindset correct. Too many people start their own home-based business because they get emotionally attached to something and think they're going to be a millionaire in 10 weeks or 6 months. You want to get your mindset right before you even start. So here's a few tips and tricks that you can use and some advice that I've learned from industry experts. First, decide why you want to start your own business. Now take a moment to think about that. If you have to pause this video, that's just fine. Take a moment, find a quiet place, and really think about why you want to do this. Your why is not somebody else's why. Your why is your why. So take a moment, find yourself a quiet place, write down why you want to start your own business. Another thing you need to do is decide how much of an investment you are ready to make. Now you notice I didn't say willing to make. I said how much of an investment are you ready to make? You are going to have an investment of time. Is this going to be full-time, part-time, extra full-time? Is this 2 hours a day, 5 hours a day, 16 hours a day? What kind of money are you ready to invest? Is this a very small investment? Is this a under $500 business? Is this a $50,000 business? And you must invest patience. Patience is everything. If you are not building fast enough, a lot of people will fail because they just don't feel that things are working and they don't have the correct patience to make a home-based business successful. So when you're ready to make an investment of time, money, and patience, then you're working on the correct mindset to get your home-based business up and running. Remember that fear is not an option. If you have no experience, that is okay. Many people, myself included, at one point in time in my life, I didn't have any experience either. If you are afraid because you don't know how to do something, that's okay. You'll learn. If you are afraid that you're going to fail, that's okay, because that will keep you motivated every day. So remember, fear is not an option. Now, the next question, ask yourself, can you give 100%? And will you treat this like a business? Is this something that you just think you want to do for fun? Okay, you can try it. Probably won't get very far. But will you give 100%? Will you wake up every morning, get dressed, eat your breakfast, step into your home office, treat this like a business? This reminds me of the movie Karate Kid. Remember when they're out on the porch after Daniel sanded the whole backyard porch, and Mr. Miyagi asks him if he's ready for karate, and he kind of goes, eh. And Mr. Miyagi says, either karate yes or karate no. Karate squish, just like grape. So are you approaching this with a mindset of, I'll give it a try? Or are you approaching this with a mindset of, yes, I am going to do this. I am going to build my own home-based business. I am going to change my life. I am going to treat this like a business. I will act professionally, and I will act with humility. Will you help others? In business, will you give just to give? Or will you constantly have an agenda behind everything you do? A lot of things in mindset that you see here that will cause you to fail if you do not correctly set your mind to make the decision why you want to do this and decide that you're going to do this to truly help other people, because along the way that will also make you successful. So the first step is get your mindset in the right spot. Now the next thing you need to do, you've got to set up your home-based business. This is kind of a fun task because it not only solidifies and gets the ball rolling, but you get to come up with a name for your business. That's a lot of fun. Go out to dinner with your wife, have or husband or friends or mentors. Go out, have a little bit of fun, write down some names, joke around a little bit, enjoy yourself, find something that you are going to enjoy sharing with other people. Register your business with local, state, and federal authorities. That depends on where you live, what kind of business. Is it an LLC, corporation? Find out what you need to do to properly register it. Pay the fees, which is usually under $50 a year, depending on where you live, and get your business registered to make sure that your trade name is available and you own it. I would highly recommend, especially if you're a beginner here, get the advice from a tax attorney or your tax person. They're going to help you set it up correctly so you can reap the tax advantages that come along with a home-based business. And if you don't know what those are, that's okay. Well, in the other videos in this series, we'll get to that. There are tremendous tax advantages to opening a home-based business. All right, now, step 3, set a daily schedule. I can't stress this enough. Again, if you are approaching this where you'll get around to your home-based business when you get around to it after the dog and the kids and this, it's another step closer to failure. Set a daily schedule and stick to it. And when I mean daily schedule, I mean get out of bed, eat your breakfast, get your exercise, put on work clothes, and then sit down at your computer or desk or telephone or whatever it is that you need to accomplish that day. Just like getting up and going to work in an office, you have to get up and go to work in your home-based business. If you want, you can make a schedule on a spreadsheet with your times, things like that. These will change. Don't set one and think that it's going to stay that way forever. As you move along in business, you will adjust the schedule here, but make sure in that schedule you put in time for your family and you're relaxing and you work around the house. Things like that. If you think that you're just going to constantly do your home-based business 24 hours a day, you won't, and that's another step closer to failure. So make sure you get enough sleep, make sure you get some downtime, make sure you don't completely alienate your friends and family. Step 4, I highly recommend that you get a fan page. This is free. It's a great way to network. It's a great way to build lists. It is a great way to advertise your business. We're not going to talk a lot about advertising right now because we're just talking about setting up, and these are truly the steps that have made me quite successful. So go on Facebook, get yourself a fan page. There are so many video tutorials on how to properly set them up, how to get landing tabs, what kind of content to post, when to post it, things like that. Don't spend too much time in the beginning making them all fancy and worrying too much about, oh, if somebody doesn't like the look of my page, they're not going to like me. Just get it out there so you can start generating contacts, which will turn into leads and then will turn into money. I also recommend that you start a blog. Very, very simple. You can get a blog set up in under 10 minutes. It's not hard to set up a very basic blog and to post some content and start sharing with the world what you do. Again, just like the fan book page, don't worry and spend a lot of time in making them super fancy. Understand that they're going to change as you go through your business. You're gonna change things. You're gonna find other things that are better. You're gonna find different plugins that do different things. But having an online presence, especially if your home-based business is any kind of network marketing or multi-level marketing, anything like that, the blog is going to be one of your biggest and most effective tools in your home-based business. And again, they're free, and you can get your domain names for $5. Very, very, very inexpensive way to get your business out there. Well, there it is, folks. The first 5 things that you need to do to set up your own home-based business. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch it. And the next video is going to be 5 more steps. We're going to talk about the training you need, organizational skills, and one of the most important things that has helped me be successful in my home-based business. We'll see you soon.